Whole bunches of math.
Man, there's black women for that. You've seen the movie.
That
Which movie?
I'm pretty sure it was not.
It's called Hidden Figures. There's a movie called Hidden Figures, and it's all about how the only way the United States really got to the moon, it wasn't those silly Nazis. They don't know nothing. It was these 3 black gals, heavy-set ladies, who were doing all the math, telling those white men what for.
Well, no wonder they hid their figures. They were fucking fat. now you lost me. I don't want them anymore.
Well, it's genetic, Woody. Don't get look. You wouldn't give a Samoan a hard time.
Calories out.
No, it's not. Look, it's. Have you ever seen a skinny Samoan other than The Rock, who's all juiced up?
It's cultural. They're fatty fat fucks who eat everything they look at.
They just have a lot of pork, a lot of pulled pork, right?
We may have influenced their culture for them and made it difficult, but
they were eating pork before.
I know we did that to the Native Americans. We put them on those reservations, and then their entire way of eating changed. They went from eating that almost a carnivore diet, right, to all of a sudden eating fried bread and cheeses. Like there's this now traditional dish in the Southwest where it's like fried bread and with fried in lard, I think, and it's because those were the staples that were like given to them. Here's some pig fat. Here's a whole bunch of cheap bread. Here's some cheese. And they're like, oh, this is our culture now. And so now it is, all these years later.
Yeah, that's hilarious that I want to do it to other countries. That's what we should have been doing to Afghanistan for 20 years. Just give them cheese and pig fat.
They wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah.
They'll say no thanks. Pig fat. Get them hooked first.
I like that that's haram on 2 very different levels, like combining the meat and cheese as well as just pork in general.
It's a brilliant idea.
I mean, there's no way fried bread is bad.
If we wanted to
it's bad for you,
people
though.
Of Afghanistan for not handing over Osama bin Laden, we should have given them cheese and pig fat.
Yes,
the various kinds of fried bread.
Where he was. Yeah.
Tell me you don't love funnel cakes. When's the last time you smelled a funnel cake? You remember. That's how good they smell.
They're great.
They're incredible. It's just fried bread.
You can feel like you get tired.
If you lived on funnel cakes, you'd have a hard time with Seco. Fuck, man, I only ate 1 fried bread sandwich today. What happened?
How many days in a row do you think you could eat nothing but funnel cake before you had to actually go to the hospital?
No, I think you could live on funnel cake as long as you supplemented, stayed hydrated, and brushed your goddamn teeth.
You're not supplementing. You got water.
No vitamins.
Cakes. No, it's not vitamins.
I think you could go.
It's a funnel cake and water diet. Can we put strawberries on the funnel cake? Isn't that a thing?
Fruits.
No, that has dangerous vitamins in it, and that could extend the content.
Just powdered sugar, huh?
Just powdered sugar.
Well, I think a young man could do it for like a decade, but I think that starting in your late 30s, late 40s, something like that, is a recipe for something to come on real quick. You're like, well, see, you don't understand, Mr. Woodworth. Your healthy diet was all that was keeping all that evil at bay. So now that you've switched to funnel cakes, you're just riddled, rife with infections, and you got boils coming on you. Who knows what could happen? Look at Only Use Me Blade. Here's a man who has a very particular diet that is bad for you. When we see the maladies that have cropped up on him, and they're not things that would come straight to mind, you wouldn't think, yeah, have a bad diet, drink liquor, your toes will rot off. But there they are, rotting off.
It's true.
If it ever falls off, he should put it in acrylic, like they put hot dogs on Reddit, you know, and he should auction it off. So on Reddit, maybe you don't know this, Taylor, they do this thing where they take household items, and one of the more famous ones was a full hot dog, dressed and everything, and they encased it in clear acrylic, which they then polished and made look pretty, and now you have a forever hot dog because it's like frozen in this block of hard plastic that's clear. So you could. I want that done to Only Use Me Blade's toe. Should the inevitable, unfortunate amputation transpire, and then you auction that thing off. $500. I'm opening at $500
for it.
I was going to say, is there an update on Blade's leg? Like, is it still all right? Is it still there?
It's still there, as far as we know.
Yeah,
but I don't know any updates about him. Like, seriously,
what's the law about owning body parts?
Seems like he's in the same place. You can own owning body parts. Like,
here's what I want. Could I own a human skeleton, a real one? Like, how would you procure, say, a human skull, a human hand, anything like that was real deal human hand? Obviously, I don't want to do anything bad. I don't want to rob a grave. I'm saying, like, could I buy one legally?
I was gonna say the least bad way to do it is like robbing a grave, because otherwise, what do you like? You can't go to the store. You would have to cut somebody's fucking hand off if you want.
I was thinking you'd go to a hospital. Don't they throw that stuff away all the time?
No, they
don't
use
think-
it for, well, either the families claim it. It goes to I think if it's like a bum and it's completely unclaimed, those are the people that they're like, wonder what happens when you throw a body in a Hyundai and leave it in the sun for 6 months. Come here, Rufus. I'm not dead yet. They do that to them. That's a thing they do. I think it's down in Florida or Georgia. I've seen video of where they do it. They're like, this is where we let bodies rot in various different ways to discover, so that then when we discover bodies, we're like, oh, this is 3 weeks of decomposition in Florida and you know, a humid, et cetera, environment. They add up all the
Sounds like every
ingredients.
state needs to do it.
Well, down there, they were doing different things. One of the things was they threw the person in a car, and you know how hot cars get in the summer down here. They literally kill people. So it just turns people into soup.
So Kyle, you can't buy any remains unless you use the Native American loophole. Apparently, is what Zach.
Tell me
said.
about that.
Well, I only know what he wrote there.
Do I need to be a Native American, or do I need to just steal some Native American bones?
Taylor, you read it backwards.
Oh, did I?
Oh, I can have anybody's bones
Oh.
except for a savage.
Yes.
you,
Is it because the bones of a savage have mystical dark powers? I wonder. I'm just asking questions.
just ask.
Could the bones of a red man give me supernatural abilities? I'm just asking questions.
People need to know.
People need to know this stuff. If we could all be Harry Potters, should we head up to the casino and do what's right?
Just murder all the savage Americans. You take their bones and be Harry Potters.
Yeah, yeah.